Hello and welcome to GrindslimeTV with me, your host Aaron. And today we're getting Greek with it again. Oh yeah, we was only in Greece just the other day, and now we're back, and we're talking about Thou Art Lord and their album Eosforos, which is I just pronounced very wrong, I'm sure. Eosforos, banging album. It's their first album, and the only one you need, in my opinion. I'm not really a fan of the other ones. A lot of people like Apollyon as well, but I didn't dig it. You guys do you, but this is all I need. This one right here, which I think is absolutely fantastic. Got the band on the back there, very cool stuff. With members of like the Magus and Writing Christ and whatnot. So if you like Writing Christ, like the early stuff, this is pretty much all you need, because this just sounds like Rotting Christ only played on a 7-string. So really, really cool stuff there. You got yourself a nice 8 tracks with the on the original album anyway. We'll get to that in a minute. Got the lyrics for them all there. Very cool. So, excuse me. We've got the the 8 tracks of the album, but on this edition you also get the 3 demo tracks from the 1993 demo, the Cult of the Horned one. So you get those extra songs. I love black, red, and yellow together. It's very old school looking, like that old sort of like it just has a 80s sort of look about it, even though this is early 90s. But even still, I just love that sort of look. So on the CD here, we've got the all that going on, and they've done the old the classic. It's the same thing underneath, only without the writing. Ooh, yes, fantastic. Really, really, really good album. I'm a big fan of this record. It's up on Spotify and YouTube. It's got I think it's 38 minutes long. I think I checked, but this obviously is a bit longer because it's got the 3 bonus tracks as well, which sit lovely on the record, because where this ends, the demo sort of picks off afterwards. So you've got the album closes on the Era of Satan Rising, which is a banging track. It's got these little double kick parts in it that are mental. It's just over the top of it. It just sounds crushing. Really good stuff. But that's also the opening track of the demo. So, but that version's not a million miles away, really. I mean, yeah, it's demo quality, but it still suits really nicely. It's got those synths, that sort of electric kit, everything sits nicely in the mix. So it's kind of like having the song on repeat, only a little bit different, which is not a problem because it's a great, great song. And after that, you get 2 other songs, Praising the Impure and In Blood We Trust, and they're not album tracks, they're just from the demo. So you get a proper little bonus going on. Really nice. So talking about sound, as I mentioned, very sort of Hellenic black metal kind of sounding. If you like His Majesty at the Swamp and Thy Mighty Contract, Non-Servium, that kind of gear, you're going to enjoy this pretty much. I'd be surprised if you didn't. And don't let the 7-string thing put you off. There's no like over the top chunk or anything like that. Like, it gets its heavy parts. Like don't get it twisted. Like A Call to Chaos, that gets a nice chunky heavy bit going on it. But no, it's just really all round just a fantastic record. The synths and stuff like that, like on which track was it now? There was one. It's one of the last songs, I think. Maybe might have been Warhammer. There's this very cool sort of synth. Or it might have been through the end of the Hierophant. No, through the eye of the Hierophant. Sorry, it's that bloody old English text in capitals. It fucks me up when I try reading the back of the Goat Moon fucking record. They're Death Before Dishonor, trying to figure out the song titles. I'm like, what the fuck does this say? And I end up sussing out eventually, but same sort of trouble. We'll either track 6 or 7, whichever one it was. You get this really cool sort of whoop thing going on, and it's really mental. But again, it has that kind of sound. Like when you look at that, you think, oh, it looks mystical and mythical and that kind of thing. And that's what this sounds like. It's sort of like the perfect soundtrack to it. Like if you're doing like some research on like Greek mythology or something, oh mate, throw this bad boy on in the background. You're gonna have yourself a great time. It's phenomenal. It's got its nice fast bits. It's got its nice slow bits. The mid section parts as well. Everything it just blends really well. It's like just perfect songwriting, and this is what you want to get your hands on. If you haven't got it, it's out there. It's available. I've been a big fan of this record for a good long while now. Just trying to think when I came across this, maybe 2014, maybe around that kind of time. It sort of like popped up, and I was like, "How'd this get past me?" Because I've been into writing Christ since like, well, a good 10 years before that, you know, and like Varathon I came across because of writing Christ, and for some reason this one here with old Sarkis on it as well himself. Old which one is it? I can't remember now. I'm terrible with names, but yeah, how this slipped past me for like 10 years was beyond me. When I found, I was like, "Oh, I can do this," and really glad I did. So if you're into your sort of Hellenic black metal, this is definitely a staple right there. It's got everything you want. The cool little bass underneath. You know, it's the bass on here actually is really cool. You get these nice, really cool little fills underneath. You can really hear that sort of, I don't know, almost sort of Steve Harrisy, I guess. Not so much in the gallops. You like the little dum 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 dum. It's not none of that sort of stuff going on really. But you get a lot of those nice little so just really, really good. And there's a nice variety on the synths as well, but it all sounds very mysterious and dark. So really, really cool. So if you're into your sort of evil sounding, but at the same time kind of beautiful, heavy music that just sounds dark as balls, thou art Lord, Eosforos. Probably said that wrong again. Might it happen? And when did this come out actually? When was it? 94. And who can forget that electric drum kit sound? It's a beauty. A couple of guest vocalists on there as well, throwing down the death metal growls and whatnot, so that's pretty cool too. So check that out, and I'll catch all of you later. Support the underground and be kind to each other.